And now, Rob on the road, exploring Northern California.
Well, hey, everybody. Hey, good to see you. So listen, we're taking you and you on an unforgettable experience. It's a tour of the Delta by land, and the bus is here from Delta Heartbeat Tours with Barbara Daly. Come on,
Rob.
group.
We're going to have a great day. It's great to see you. You're going to love this. I'm going to showcase the Delta for you.
Beautiful. Cannot wait. Let's go, group. Let's go aboard for a Delta land tour that we're not going to forget.
You will not forget this.
Hop on.
We're going to have a wonderful day. Here we go.
From the moment the doors close, we quickly realize this tour is much more than just stopping at places along the Delta. All along the way, Barbara and her team offer us living lessons of the land and water. Within moments, we are transported into days gone by. Our first stop is the town of Locke, a National Historic Landmark and one of the first Chinese-American communities in America still standing today.
Welcome to Locke, everyone. We're here. It's a beautiful town built in 1915.
Wow. It's as if time stood still here. How beautiful. What do you think? Right? Barbara, this is very, very unique.
Isn't it? It's a hidden treasure.
You have the Chinese schoolhouse. You have the cultural shop. And the Locke boarding house behind us. There's a museum in there.
Yes, it's fascinating. Everyone just loves it. You could spend half a day to a whole day here easily without going anywhere else in the Delta. So you'll have to come back over and over again.
That's the truth. Every time you come to the Delta, it's different.
Right.
And so are your tours.
Yes, I customize them depending on what people are mostly interested in, but almost every time we do stop at Locke, everyone wants to see Locke.
It's easy to see why. These original buildings are immersive experiences. The tour often stops at Al's, a funky and fun restaurant that's been around since 1934, with plenty of unique traditions, including using weighted thumbtacks to stick money to the ceiling. The cash is collected once every February to provide a free meal to all visitors. Step inside the Locke Boarding House Museum, built in 1909, filled with timeless treasures and the stories of hard-working Chinese immigrants. Barbara is committed to telling their story.
You have a bigger mission. I see that now.
Yes.
It's not just about showing people the Delta, it's about helping it to continue to thrive and grow.
Absolutely. It's to protect the Delta and to protect its history, its communities, its history, and its nature. It's all about that.
Well, you couldn't pick a better place to start than Locke. Actually, all of the places would be great to start.
Yes.
But a good one for today.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going.
We traveled just 3 miles to Walnut Grove, yet it feels like we're in a different country and time. This Delta landmark gives us an up-close look at when Prohibition was at its peak. The Ryde Hotel, filled with secrets and stories.
Here we are at the Ryde Hotel, and I want you to come out and meet our docent, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
She's going to be showing us around.
Look at this place. The Ryde Hotel is unbelievable, the history.
It's one of the spots you have to see when you come and visit the Delta. I picked this place because it's such an icon of the Delta. It was built by Hollywood for Hollywood.
I take it this had to do with Prohibition.
The movie stars would come here. Their pictures are still on the wall inside. They would come here, and in the basement, there's actually a tunnel that leads from the basement out to the water so that they could smuggle the booze back and forth and people back and forth if they didn't want to be seen at all.
Each place we go to is a story of its own. I can't imagine how you tailor these tours.
I talk to people at length and ask them what they're interested in. Some people have an idea of what's out here, and maybe they don't want to spend any time in a museum. They want to spend more time shopping or something like that, or looking for art. So it just depends on the person's interest, but I really want to give them a good flavor of the history here.
Speaking of flavor,
Let's eat!
this is Steamboat Landing in Cortland, a delicious dining experience where everyone is a friend. Back on board and right through a showstopper down this tree-lined levee road to the town of Clarksburg.
We're now in Clarksburg. Old sugar mill, how beautiful.
I know, another icon.
Wow.
This is a place where everyone wants to stop and see. It's just so gorgeous, and it has such a story.
The old sugar mill, originally built in Utah in 1897 and transported by rail piece by piece to Clarksburg in 1933. It operated as a sugar beet refinery for 60 years and has been reborn as a unique visitor spot with 15 wineries and all kinds of fun businesses.
It is truly a story here.
Yes.
How it got here, what it did for so many years, and now it is the place to have fun.
Yes.
So you guys, go have fun. There's a tasting inside waiting for you, a wine tasting inside. Have at it. And check everything out. You can shop, you can learn about the history here, which is so deep and rich. Barbara, I'm just so thrilled that you have shown us this portion of the Delta and can't even believe to begin how many other portions you have to share.
Yes, I hope you'll come back someday, Rob, and I can show you more pieces. We could do this 3-4 times and show you something different every time. What a palette.
And what a person
Thank you.
to share that palette.
Thank you.
You're the artist
Appreciate
of the palette.
that.
Thank you so much.
You're the best.
I
Thank
really,
you.
really admire you.
Thank you so much.
From the Delta. All right, we'll see you next time
Come
on
see
Rob
ya.
on the Road.